Cutthroat, Cota. He's been making waves. Everybody's talking about this kid. He's handsome. He's athletic. He's been an all-star in every sport he's ever participated in. And so far, MMA has been no exception. Undefeated in combat sports and winning in a spectacular fashion so far every single fight. Let's talk about your training and how you expect this fight to turn out compared to your last fights.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I train twice a day, 6 days a week. And
Sundays are your off day?
Sunday is my off day.
Okay. So what does a training routine look like for you in a given Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever? What does it look like?
Yeah. Mondays, I mean, I could go through the whole Monday, Tuesday.
But like
Thursday.
you wake up, you train, you eat, you like when do the meals come into play? I'm curious because you do a lot. I mean, and it's not like you're a full-time fighter. It's not like you're making a living off of this yet. You're still, you know, doing other things. You're training, you know. So what is it? What does your day look like? Just an average day. Let's say Monday.
I trade Forex for a proprietary firm, so I trade on a funded account.
All right.
And I wake up at 5 a.m. I get on the charts, and I'll trade for maybe about 2 hours, and then after my trading, I'll have maybe about an hour time to just relax, get myself ready for training. You know, so usually I start my run around 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and I'll run like 3 to 5 miles pretty much every day. And then I'll get into my training session with my coaches and my teammates. We'll go usually till about 11:30, 12 in the afternoon, and I haven't eaten at all. So I fast. And
that's interesting. That's good to know because there's a lot of controversy over that. So like around what time is your first meal?
My first meal is around like 12:30.
Okay. And what time do you stop eating the day before?
I'm not too strict with it. Sometimes I'll have a snack later at night around like 9 or 10, but for the most part, when I get home from training at like 7:30, 8 p.m., I'll eat and then that'll be it.
Okay, so you're looking at 15, 17 hours fast easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then usually like once a week, I'll do like a 24-hour fast.
Really? Once a week?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you got your you do your run, you do your training session, you get your first meal of the day, which is around lunchtime. Then what?
And then I also do personal training in person, but I just created a 12-week transformation program so that I can start working with clients all online. So I'm going to be doing that more. So I'm kind of transitioning, but my second training session of the day starts at 6. So
so your second training is at 6 o'clock. Training with your same coaches. Everything's there. Give a shout out to your gym and your coaches.
Yeah, San Diego Azteca Boxing Club, right there in Bonita, on Bonita Road. It's called San Diego Azteca Boxing Club, but we do kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, boxing, all that. So
Adrian Melendra has been in the game a long time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, he used to teach the boxing classes I would take back in Alliance when it was on 3rd Avenue 12, 15 years ago. So yeah, old school. So let's talk a little bit about your opponents or lack thereof. We've been having trouble getting you fights. People have been not able to make the fight. You can give me your opinion on that. And you know, why do you think that is? And tell us a little bit about some of the people in your division that you kind of want to fight or that you feel like you should have fought by now.
Yeah, there was the current champ, or not the current champ, the champ who vacated the belt just a few months ago. You know, I had been calling him out since my second fight with Epic. He got into a car accident. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm so certain about what happened, but unfortunately for him, the way that it seemed was like when it was time to fight me, he vacated the belt and said that he wants to fight one more time as an amateur, but not for Epic at lightweight, knowing that I'm next in line. So I mean, you know, whatever.
Okay,
you know,
I see how you could come to a conclusion. So we're talking about Anthony Matrix there, and a really talented fighter. He fought another guy who was supposed to fight you, and that was a really interesting fight. But tell us a little bit about him and what you feel happened there.
Yeah, you know, I felt like that was a great matchup for the both of us. I felt like I was going to get a first round finish,
Mhm.
of course, but I don't think that he was on track to make weight. And, he can give whatever excuse he wants. At the end of the day, we'll never really know. But for him to fight at 155 for a same day weigh-in when he's walking around naturally at around 180, 190 pounds,
That's a big cut.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just doesn't really make sense for him.
And so when he fought the Matrix, he did make the weight though, right?
Yeah, he made the weight, but in the first round, he had his one little flurry of, punches, and then
Looked like he was winning.
Yeah, it looked like he was winning.
He
He was
dominated the
clearly
round.
stronger.
Yeah.
He wanted to cut down so he could use size and strength to his advantage, but he only had one little burst in him, and then he gassed out, and then that's why he got choked out in the second round.
So you feel that he got caught because his body wasn't ready for that type of cut.
Yeah, I don't think he should have been as gassed as he was. I just felt like his body just wasn't ready to.
Now, if he does make weight and fights you, he's gonna be bigger than you. Yeah,
I mean, he's a little bit.
He's a big guy. How do you feel that fight goes if he fights you? Do you feel?
I feel like I'll dance around on him, touch him up, and then eventually just knock him out. He's too slow, and that's it.
And if the Matrix fight happens, how do you see that fight ending?
Every fight, I can't really envision anything other than me just knocking him out.
Yeah,
probably with punches, but standing. But I guess it could go to ground and pound.
All right. And so, tell us a little bit. You mentioned to me before we got on camera that you feel like you have an advantage because of your size and your body type. You feel like that not everyone is built to be pound for pound best, and you feel like you have the potential, not only because your work ethic, your athletic ability, but just your natural genetics, your body type, all those combined, you have the potential to be like a pound for pound champion, pound for pound best in the world. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think that some body types are good pound for pound. And so that's why you see some fighters like McGregor, his run at 145, he never lost. I think that really 145 was the perfect weight for McGregor. And I feel like 155, if I'm fighting same day weigh-in, 155 is the perfect weight for me. If I had a day to recover, I would get down to 145 too, and I'd be fighting with all those guys.
Right on. So what do you have to say to all your fans out there that have been, we've been entertained. I gotta admit, I've become a fan. We've been very entertained. You're kind of calling your fights. You're the Babe Ruth of this so far. You're calling them out. You're saying you're gonna finish them, how you're gonna finish them. So far, you've been correct. So what do you have to say to all of us who have enjoyed watching you and are really excited to see what's in the future? You had to predict. What's your future look like?
I want to say, really, nobody's really even seen anything yet. My first fight, which unfortunately was not with Epic, I got to show a little bit of what I'm able to do. But I haven't really been able to get into that many exchanges with people, where we're squaring up with each other, trading shots, anything like that, because every time I've hit someone, for Epic, right when I hit them, I just swarm them and then that's it. They give up.
Right.
So, I just say, you guys haven't seen really anything yet.
And it's an interesting thing when you're matchmaking someone that doesn't have a lot of fights, because you can't, the commission won't even let us put you with someone that has like 5 or 10 fights when you have like 1 or 2, right? And so, but then once you show what you can do, a couple fights, then we can. So yeah, the first few you felt like were kind of like not in your league. Now we're trying to get all these guys who are like, got the experience and stuff. And, for whatever reason, their, fights aren't happening. So we do have an opponent for you. We have an opponent. Harvey said he has some people in mind for the next event that we have as well. So come check him out. I think you guys are going to be really excited to see what this guy does in the cage. If you haven't seen it already, check out our Instagram, scroll down, check out his Instagram, and check out the highlights, and you will not be disappointed. This kid is action-packed. We'll see you there, guys.